Alright, so this is going to be a forward deploy YOLO in Warno. I'm using, I guess, the 35th. And if you can see in the bottom, I've named it Amphibious, because that's what I'm doing. Well, I'm kind of interspersing these games, but I played a few of them like this in a row. So yeah, that'll be the goal. And then I'll probably just, I guess, skip ahead until the game actually starts. I'm just going to deploy a bunch of BMD-1s and Skrezet SP self-propelled anti-air guns with, I think they've got Strela teams that they deploy. So I'm just going to have like a blob of that. And we're going to rush over the river, kind of by where it says center. So I'm going to cut away to that now. Okay, so, yep, we're going. We're just about to go, rather. So you can see we've got the Descent Niki and the BMDs, and that's Iglas, okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna charge down this road. I'll have this sub window up shortly. And there they go. These things are so awesome. That's the BMDs, but the Skrezet, I think that's what it's like. There's so many names or what is it? Icons that I can't see the names. Skrezet, yeah. It's, I think, probably as good as I'm going to do without any coaching. But yeah, they're so awesome. They're just like duct tape this giant gun on top of the chassis there. Yeah, I had a lot of fun using those. So yeah, we're just going to go to that forest. It's going to give us some visual cover, and then charge over. The reason I'm doing it this way, the road up, right, is very in the open, so any EGGMs, they can cover that approach pretty well. Like you can see there's a VBL Milan moving up. That could just wreck my guys. But if I go here, we've got the cover of the trees. We've got the cover of the lower altitude. Oh, some just and then we'll get up onto that island, which can be a little bit difficult to get to, especially, I've got my teammate, they've moved up pretty far. But if they also wanted to get to the island, like once we get a foothold on the island, it'll make everything in the future a little bit easier, assuming we can hold on to the foothold on the island. Yeah, so there we are. We're making our way over. And yeah, so those Milans, they were set up nicely for if I had taken the normal road, which is why this is paying off so well. Or like, yeah, otherwise I would have either lost a lot of units or been denied this approach. But instead I can just go in. I mean, so there we are. Took out those expensive infantry units. My guys are pretty cheap. Losing them, of course, not great. But again, this is more about getting that position early. Did lose a lot of the transports though, and so these ones I'm going to back up. Once they're in the river, they can't really be hit. Unless somebody was to push up really far. That looks is messing me up, but this Descent Niki is going to run up to try to take it out. And once they lose that, boom, then they're going to be losing a lot of vision in the area in general. But yeah, anyways, we'll keep pushing up through the town. So actually, they're not going to have a lot there because they've kind of deployed in a way that's meant to, and some of it I think, oh yeah, there's the artillery. But I'm in the water, so I think most of my stuff is safe, actually. Who's going to drop a blind artillery strike? Like, it's a good educated guess where they hit, but would you expect me to be in the water? Probably not. So yeah, we're going to move up. A lot of their deployments seem to be about denying access to that road, which I then kind of just went around, so foiled there. I have lost a lot of my stuff, though, so I'm going to have to start working on bringing up reinforcements. Got a fair amount of points because I've been kind of distracted, very distracted even, by micro, well, there's not that much stuff anymore, but trying not to throw all of my stuff away and give the opponents a huge amount of points. I can bring a leader up, and there's those armored units, so I'm bringing up the ATGMs. There's also an Apache, though, so okay, I guess we need vision. This is before I figured out a workaround for my microphone issues, so I'm recording this commentary after the game. Just looking around. So really that river crossing was probably the most importantly cinematic part. The rest is just going to be following the infantry as they kind of slog their way through the town and fight off the counterattacks and like slowly push their way forward. They've got that river crossing. Enough of my stuff survived that I can be annoying. And yeah, so we've got that river that road crossing the river and the bridge kind of covered. So it's a little bit of a Uno reverse card where they meant to deny my guys the road to this island. I can deny it. And they've got the ones further back, but it is going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to advance, and also there's the threat that we could push over the road. I don't have it fully under control yet because I did lose enough stuff that I can't really do that. Ouch. Oh, actually it survived. Yeah, so I'm going to push that up to make sure that no helicopters can get us, and yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those transports just getting wrecked on their way over. I think that was 2 of them. Oh, and then it's a Stinger or something. Or it's probably a Mistral if it's the French one, which probably, based on all those other units. Yeah, that must have just been like a later deployment that was meant to get here and they didn't correct it, so... Or it was meant to cover those infantry that were moving up, but then the infantry got whacked, so... Yeah. Then we got napalm coming down into the forest. And some helicopter deployed reinforcements so they can get here fast. I don't remember if these helicopters had rockets before. Because usually what I'll try to do is I'll just bring in the helicopter reinforcements. Like in a smaller game it makes sense because rockets are actually somewhat useful. Where the helicopters survive long enough to actually use them, they're still kind of weak. Yep, so they're pushing up again. And I've got these in the open field. And I've got one of the BMDs up into the forest. Can the supply make it? Nope, supply gets whacked. There's a jet flying over, F-16. We've got double the destruction points so far, which is pretty nice. If I had to guess, I would say I'm probably about but having seized this position and with a lot of ways to reinforce, like trade, okay, but taking out the AMX-10 is more valuable. Like I can cross the rivers if I want. I've got helicopters that can deploy infantry for me. So Oh, more napalm, nice. There's a lot of ways that I can reinforce, and the confines of the island kind of mitigate the weakness of my division, which is little or no tanks. I actually don't remember because I'm not focusing on them at all. And even if we do have tanks, I'm pretty sure that they're kind of bad. And even if this division has access to tanks, I think I may also have just not brought them because I was just focusing on crossing the river and all that. And this was my plan: get to the island, cross. Failing that, probably go up the right side in the mountains. I like that area a lot, especially with an infantry-heavy focus. Alright, so we're kind of solidified. There we go, we've got the guns opening up. There they are. Just riding on the back, shredding those helicopters. Those things are awesome. Their range isn't great, but they're just like between how goofy they are and how effective they are. Yeah. Now also, I can decap from a kind of maybe unexpected area, so you just hop in there. Again, using the water crossing, and we've got the RPG, and I think I have the Metis already. I've been moving them up. If not, I will be ordering some Metis groups in a moment. And then, yeah, we've got those Conkers just to help shore up the side in case something happens. But again, mostly focusing on the island. Oh yeah, there's the Metis. So yeah, Leopard 2 moving up, which 283, so not the biggest threat, but certainly a lot more than a lot of my guys can handle, especially Enigla. I'm going to lose my my AA guns if I'm not careful. We do have the oh, yep, I wasn't careful. I lost them both. That was kind of dumb. Finish it off. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really care that I didn't get the kill. It would have been nice if I did. 2A3 down. That's like 270 points for us. And if they got baited by maybe 120 at the most points for my anti-air guns, like points-wise, it's a good trade. I am now a little bit short on anti-air, so these helicopters look like they're going to be moving up. I'm assuming they're rocket stuff. Oh yeah, these grads, they fire 12 rockets per salvo. The normal salvo length is 40 for like the full-size grad, so you need all 4 of them in order to be just slightly over the effective power of a single normal grad. They're also, if you move them after fire, they're impossible to counter battery because it takes them like, I don't know, 8 seconds to fire all 12 of the rockets that won't do anything. Alright, so now we're up at the kind of divide of the town, and we're being attacked. So, there we go. Oh, maybe I should try using AMX tanks. Are they very good? I don't think they're pretty light, but there are some situations where interesting scenarios outside of really small games. Nice. I don't know if there's like a tank shoot. Metis, between the Metis, 2 Metis groups, and whatever maybe tank is back down the riverbank. So interestingly, I've had the sub-window up on the bottom left corner, but I'm going to have to move that, I think, to the bottom right corner, maybe even top right. The map is kind of important, though. I'm going to move to the bottom right. That way we can see what I'm doing with the guys in the town. Yeah, and then the bottom right is just an empty field. Yeah, so the Metis group had a cluster artillery strike come down, like, right next to them. So it's not the most effective against infantry, but it would still kill them off. So yeah, lucky that didn't happen. This map is pretty fun. There's like the open area, there's the island, there's the rivers, there's the mountains on the far sides. I play like all over it. I enjoy it a lot. Try to resupply the mini grads. once I've got a few more guys, I'm going to start pushing into the town, and there's the artillery strike, so yes, we're just going to go. Start going. Whatever is there is probably maybe somewhat damaged or suppressed, so we can start moving up. And again, tanks aren't that effective on this island due to the close quarters. That's where I should be. Although it's hard on the side that I deployed on. I really want to use like the out-of-date cheap tanks. I've been working on that for a while, so I've got some footage with the AMX 1390s. I've got some with the T62s. I want to use the Chieftains are good, but lightly armored. There's the basically Stug thing. What else is there? I guess maybe an M6. Yeah, so yep, BMD1. I got a replacement for the bridge. Just moved that long thing, which I don't know where it was going. If these anti-air things try to cross over, they're going to get annihilated. Oh yeah, we've got some guys outside, commandos. They're actually pretty good. They don't have to cover, so they're going to get mowed down later. I guess they did destroy my building. Building is weak to bullets, apparently. Yeah. So when one side's winning in the conquest points and the income, it's probably not going to go well for the other side. I've had a lot of conquest games where you can win if you're down on the income, but as long as you're taking good trades, you trade territory for kills, you don't care about objectives that aren't suited for your units, you can still win. It's maybe, yeah. But when both are, I guess, we're still at like double the kill rate. And we've pushed up really far. Okay, M1A1. Tickled. We just tickled it there. Yeah, the rivers look really nice. There's really, for the NATO side right now, there's really no getting back across the river. Like that bridge, not usable. If they were coming up, like where that Abrams is, that could work. But this thing crossing, yeah, my aim is not great. And it might take a few shots to kill it. Might even take a few units to kill it. But eventually, yeah, like there's not much that they can do to get across. So we do have the Conquers, and we need another BMD one up. There are some French light tanks up. The B2 Brennus. I think the Brennus is the variant that has the ERA. So they might be coming over. I guess they're getting napalm though, so not a fun time.
Готов к бою. Приготовиться к бою. У нас потери. Огонь! Второй взвод готов.
We've got shooting in the town again. I got pushed back a little bit, especially when that building got destroyed and we didn't have enough like supporting cover. But there's just this 50 cal Jeep thing pretty much. I guess there's also an Abrams coming up, so yeah. It's a good thing the Conquerors has arrived. Oh, there's another one. I don't think we can get that yet. Missile's just going to magically dodge through the trees there. Yeah, so we're going to move up through the rubble here. And we should be in range pretty quickly. Now this other force has been built up to the point where they can push even farther forward, and there's not much that the NATO people can do to stop it, I don't think. definitely out of range there. I needed...
Так,
Right. So those ones are weird in that sometimes they're just counted as transports, even though they have a machine gun and a missile that they can use, so the units won't shoot them. It's like, okay. But yeah, definitely wanted that one dead.
всем залечь.
And yeah, we got more guys coming up.
Царица полей слушает. Готовьтесь, противник.
Descent Nuki going through the forest. We've got some stuff going on over at the bridge, which we can sort of see in the smaller window, which I'll be posting up by itself also. Yeah, those guys are gonna get
Бой
moved.
готов. Я ранен.
A T80 UD also. Yeah. I mean, any tank would do it better, but at least the T80 UD or any T80 shoots pretty fast. And now they're being pushed over there. They're just they don't even have the income to buy stuff to die for the destruction mode at this point. So
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
it's pretty close to over. There's those helicopters. I wonder, did I go to shoot them down?
Отступаем. Жду приказа.
Противник по курсу, к работе готов.
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Служу Советскому Союзу.
Have I got the Met? Obviously, the Metas can't shoot the helicopters.
Товарищ командир. Разговорчики в строю.
Kind of surprised I didn't bring any more.
Противник по курсу, к работе готов.
Нам вот туда. Тыловое
Well, somebody else
обеспечение
is
на
shooting
связи.
at them. Probably, what is that?
Задний ход. Нам вот туда. К рейсу готов, товарищ командир. Двигайтесь осторожно, ребята. Враг в поле зрения.
I'm thinking Tunguska. Right, so now they're moving up again, and we've got our mini grads reloaded, so they're gonna pile up,
Огневой мощи.
and then
Связаться нам хотим.
we can try to blast them.
Пойдем на выход.
Да, товарищ командир.
And I'm going to buy the last of the mini grads and some self-propelled mortars. There were enough of them to kill off my guys in that I don't know, warehouse.
Остановимся.
And they're moving around as a blob. So it's effective until it's not effective, and now I'm just going to rocket everything, and I'm almost certain that they'll end up in one of those two circles. So as soon as they are, well, I guess not, they'll shoot when they shoot. There's probably going to be guys in the circles when they shoot. I forgot. Oh, actually, I just did this. So I misjudged the range of bullets in there. It was just really... Oh, and we've got the burrito firing off too, just obliterating everything. So between everything being on fire and everything also exploding and full of bullets, those dudes are just gonna get
Осколочно-фугасный.
deleted.
6 выстрелов. Огонь!
And then I can keep pushing up.
Отступаем. Движение на горизонте.
There's also a mortar back there.
Уверены, что
There
там
are
безопасно?
mortars
Комплект
kind
пуст,
of
товарищ
leaning
командир.
on, so we shoot at them.
Второй взвод готов.
And
Так им.
it depends on the reload and if they reload
Оружие на
to
изготовку.
and then
Отделение к бою.
how close together the shots end up being. But
Одним империалистом меньше.
you might actually be able to kill off the
Орудие
mortar.
готово, командир.
It's also, if you don't want a mortar to be counter batteries, they're pretty easy to
Делаем,
move in
что можем,
time
товарищ
also.
командир.
They get their salvos off pretty quick.
Тишина в эфире.
Впереди противник. Нам поворачивать?
Проверить
sub window, you
снаряжение.
can see the mortars. You can also see, I think that's that
Понял, товарищ командир.
not filled in icon, and then the other one that just popped into existence.
В вашем распоряжении.
And there may even be another one or two over there as well, just
Враг в поле
completely
зрения.
not visible.
Осколочно фугасный. 6 выстрелов. Огонь! Сделаем, товарищ командир.
Готов к выполнению боевой задачи.
Сделаем, что можем, товарищ командир.
But in either case, they sat too long for whatever other
Передвигаем
reason,
орудие,
so,
командир.
yeah.
Обнаружен
It's been a while since
противник.
I've done it.
Приготовиться к бою.
I'm thinking, I'm also going to look at, well, I wasn't really intending on this, but I'm now glad that I have it.
Комплект пуст, товарищ
Also
командир.
looking at a Smirch video,
Еще один
cluster
готов.
rocket artillery.
Стой, сил, сюда.
Just kind of got one offhand and it worked out really well, so.
Готов к бою.
Осторожно.
There we go, there's my rockets hitting. Boom. No more mortars, somebody else is going to fire, and they might get that last mortar, I don't know. Who's going to destroy the last mortar? There's also a Panzer gun here.
У нас потери.
Not long for this world.
Визуальный контакт с противником.
And then that's it. So yeah. Pushed up pretty far with the river crossing and then just ground through the town. It was fun. Sort of quick. I guess the results were pretty clear. Pretty quick. But yeah. Anyways, there we are.